Okay, today is Tuesday, October 26th, 2021. I call the village board meeting to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Zarnik? Here. Trustee Feichter?
Here.
Trustee Frankie?
Here.
Trustee Listner?
Here.
Trustee Prochnow? Here. Trustee Schmidt?
Here.
All board members present tonight. Matthew, I miss you calling the roll. I got to get used to now Jen doing it again. He was good, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Did a nice job. Very good. You got a future ahead of you.
I don't know. I don't know about that. We'll see.
One and done.
Oh, you hear that, Matt? George said you're one and done. That wasn't me. Okay. We don't have an invocation tonight, but we will do the Pledge of Allegiance. Everyone can please stand. The flag's to my right. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Folks, please be seated. Okay, we move on to the approval of the minutes of October 12th, 2021.
I move we approve the minutes of October 12th, 2021 and dispense with the reading.
Second.
We have a motion by trustee Zarnik, a second by trustee Listener. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, let the record show unanimous approval. Next month, the next meeting will be the last one. So, Sam, you being the senior member, you're going to have to figure out who's going to do the minutes and the accounts payable warrant, so.
I
give you the
leave
advance
that
one.
to trustee Prochnow.
Prochnow, yeah, that's what I
Gotta
said.
do it.
Ah, we gotta keep that in mind.
Everybody just keep quiet till she has to do
Well,
it.
Sam gets a senior member, he can designate who he wants, so that works out fine, Sam.
That, I'll talk to you.
We'll work on it. We now move on to Mayor and Board of Trustees report. There's a lot of things going on and some important announcements tonight we're gonna be making, so bear with us for a few minutes. A couple of things attended. Mr. Matthew Roan and I had a chance to pick out, what did we get, 2 pieces? 3 pieces, that's right. We got 3 pieces of art from the Jared Art Show over at the library. So that's the art group from Elk Grove Park District. So as you look right out the windows here, you can see over the years all the pieces of art we buy. Some from local artists, some from Elk Grove, some from neighboring towns. And we're excited to do that again. We've done that a long time, haven't we, Matt? This year was easy, wasn't it? I didn't give you a hard time looking at him, did I? That was pretty nice. And the reason he said that? He was there, I was up in Wisconsin.
Probably a really good
Doing it
day.
over the phone, yeah, so he had much more fun, he said. So, also, we did a recent segment on EGTV, tree lighting. That's coming up like a month away, almost exactly a month. So looking forward to that. That will be, of course, the day after Thanksgiving, November 26th, 4:30. We have, who's going to be the concert with, George?
Not thinking right now.
Paul Revere Raiders.
Ah, yes.
And then we have 5:30, tree lighting, fireworks, Santa. All the kids get to see Santa. And this year, don't push him over to get up there first to Santa's lap. You will get up there, I promise. So you don't have to knock him over.
right.
So we're looking forward to a great tree lighting. And it's back again this year with COVID over and all that. We're back to having those enjoyable times again. So we're looking forward to that. A few items going on. I know there's been some articles recent in papers about meetings and all the rest. We've had board meetings like this all the way through the pandemic. We took safety measures when necessary, but at times when things are starting to get better and all this, we're back to normal as far as having meetings. Because we think it's very important that we're available for the public. We're here to meet with the public, do government business with the public, basically do the people's business with the public. And so we're proud to have done that, and we're going to continue to do that as we move on. But speaking about COVID, tonight we've been looking, and no one obviously knows, no one's even alive that was part of the last pandemic. So it's all new for people, how we handle it and all that. But we have been saying, I've been saying since January, vaccinate, vaccinate, vaccinate. I truly believe in my heart the way to beat this thing thoroughly, the best we can, is getting vaccinated. I've had my 2 shots. I've had my booster. As a matter of fact, everyone up here has had the booster besides the 2 shots. My wife's had her shot and booster. My kids have had their shots. And when my grandkids are now eligible, I got a feeling all of them are going to be having shots. However, we also respect people's right to choose. So I respect people. They have religious rights, medical reasons, whatever. We respect that. But again, it's there. But please understand this. COVID is here for perpetuity. It's not going to ever go away. It's now in the world, just like the flu bug every year is in the world. It's going to mutate. It's going to change. As one of the top immunization doctors said, is once COVID skipped to the animal world, you can't get rid of it. It's here for perpetuity. There's only one virus ever eradicated. You know that one, Mr. Knickerbocker?
Yeah, I did. And I got vaccinated for it.
Smallpox.
Yeah.
Smallpox is the only virus ever to get eradicated in this world. Why? Because it never bridged over to animals. So they got rid of it. If every human being today got a COVID shot in the world, COVID will still be here 6 months from now. It'll just mutate and change in animals and come over to humans. So we have to look at the real world living with COVID. And this board's been following the science very closely. We've been checking every single day since I think May, Mr. Romo checks with the Lexington Brothers. The number of patients today in the Lexington Brothers is 7. The height over the past almost 6 months was 24. A year ago, they were averaging between 100 and 125 a day. So all summer, when we had our concerts going, we had 20,000 people jam-packed out there for the Beach Boys. We had Oktoberfest, all the people under the tent, they're having a great time and all that. All the events we've had going on, we've not had a super spreader event. We've not had issues. And the reason is, in Elk Grove, we had 2 vaccination clinics, vaccinated 4,500 Elk Grove people. I think people have taken that seriously and gotten the shots where they had. And for people that haven't gotten shots and don't want to, they can wear masks. We encourage people to wear masks. At all of our concerts, at a Rotary Fest, at Oktoberfest, we had masks to give to people. If they want it, God bless you, wear the mask. But remember this, COVID's going to be here forever. So the numbers may get low, they're going to spike up again, probably over the holidays with the people close together and all that. How you help protect yourself, in my opinion, vaccinate. Other people may have other ways to help themselves, protect themselves. Wear a mask, whatever that. But with all that being said, tonight, Elk Grove, effective immediately, is going to remove the mask requirement in this community. If you come into Village Building starting after this meeting or even now, it's mask optional. As far as the village is concerned, all of our businesses, all of our other places of business, it's mask optional. We will not enforce any mandates for it. Again, it's optional. If you want to wear one, wear it. If a business owner wants you to wear one, that's his right to ask you to wear one. That's his right. But it's not going to be required. Remember, back in the summer, the governor lifted his mandate when we got below 5%. That was a magic number, if you remember. Today, we're at 1.6%. Why hasn't it been lifted again? Well, we're following the science. So here in Elk Grove, effective immediately, is mask optional. A hope is people are vaccinated. Right now, everyone in this room could walk over to Jewel or to Walgreens and get vaccinated. It's available. But again, it's your choice. I feel comfortable. Remember, I had heart bypass 7 years ago. My doctor told me when I had my physical 3 weeks ago, get the booster. And remember when the president was here, I left from the president, got my booster. So, again, it's your choice, though. We're not mandating anything. We don't mandate it to our employees, yet out of our employees, 93% have already got it. But again, they chose to get it. So, we've not had super spreader events, and we've had plenty of people together. So, again, that's the rule for the village, and it goes in effect as of 7:30 p.m. tonight. November 5th, we have a job fair coming up again, our second job fair. Remember we had one back in July? Great turnout, over 500 people looking for jobs, 133 businesses were there from Elk Grove looking to hire people. Matter of fact, the highest paid job that got hired that day was a HR position, $75,000 a year pay was hired at our job fair. We had over 20 jobs we know of getting handed out from the job fair, and 2 or 3 that day were hired. So if you know someone's looking for a job, someone wants a job, whether they live in Elk Grove, not live in Elk Grove. It's going to be at the Pavilion from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. From 11:30 to 1:30, you go look for a job, we'll give you a free lunch. Tasty Catering's going to give you a free lunch that day. So what do you got to lose? Come on by, look for a job, hopefully you get one. Remember, all the extra benefits from our employment, all that is gone. So there's no reason now. The job's out there. Help our business park keep staying strong, keep doing well. Come by and look for a job there. Also, we have this coming Saturday a wrestling clinic. Remember, one of our sponsorships for the Olympics was we did the track and field team, the triathlon team, and now we also did the wrestling team. They're holding a clinic at Elk Grove High School for Elk Grove High School wrestlers, Conan High School wrestlers, and their feeder programs going into it. So it's going to be exciting. We got 2 medalists from the Olympics coming to help, and we got 2 other wrestlers with long pedigrees, former Olympic medal winners, coming to help the young people and get going on that. Building activity has been going gangbusters, Mary Jo will tell you. Through last month, our construction value in fiscal year 2020, we did $80 million through this point. Now through this year, through end of September, $131 million in construction value. Permit fees, $1.1 million. Now this year, $1.7 million. And it's not just some big projects. Our permits themselves went from $14.95 to $16.95. So we went up 200 more permits this year. So as we told you last meeting, we have all-time low vacancy rates. Our business park is humming like no tomorrow, and it's being shown here with the amount of building activity going on here in Elk Grove. So we're very excited about that. Also tonight, we'd like to announce Elk Grove Village Cares Program, our program to help people with the disease of addiction. Remember, the disease of addiction. Not self-inflicted, it's a disease. And we just got another grant from the state of Illinois, $102,000 to help with people going in hospital care, in rehab care. We pay for that if you come for help. We just got $102,000 for that. And we've brought in now, in 3 years our program's been going, we brought in $1.8 million of federal and state money to help us run this program. It is a revolutionary program. The Justice Department of the United States, words not mine, and is making a difference here in Elk Grove. And numerous places have copied it. The city of New York copied our program. So we're excited about that grant. We thank the state for that extra money, and we appreciate it. Talking about also the CARES program, we had Take Back, National Prescription Drug Take Back Day was held just recently, and we collected 59 pounds of drugs people want to give up. And that is a lot. So Chief Walsh, guys did a great job. Thank you. Works hand in hand with our CARES program, and appreciate the work you guys did. That was only in 4 hours, I think they collected it for. So they did a great job. So thank you very much on that. Also remind people, Coffee with the Board on November 6th from 9 to 11 a.m. Come by. We're here. Jerash Bakery Goods. Can't beat that. Coffee. Relax. Ask questions. Fire away. We love to hear your questions, comments, and concerns. Remember, too, starting this Monday, Groot will be our new waste hauler. This week, when you take your garbage out, if you have a waste management, either recycling can, garbage can, or both, put it out for your garbage, leave it out. Today, I had a chance to, where's Helen? Speak to the seniors at the daycare, or at the senior center, and matter of fact, one gentleman said they picked up his garbage this morning, and a half hour later, they came and picked up his garbage can, waste management. So leave them out, they'll take them. If you have not gotten your Groot garbage cans yet, either recycling, waste, or both, call the Village Hall. We will make sure you get your cans. If you want the senior discount, remember, if you're 65 and over, you get 10% off your rates. If you need help getting it, call the Village. Jen over there will be glad to help you get your 10% discount. For over half the people and for every senior, you'll be saving money on your waste bill at least for the next 5 to 6 years from what you're paying now with waste management. So take advantage of that, and we'll make sure we get you taken care of. So again, starting Monday, November 1st, Groot is our new waste hauler. The nice thing about Groot is they're here in Elk Grove. They're a local business. So instead of me trying to call Waste Management in Arizona or something like that, I can get in my car, drive to Groot, and make sure they fix the problem immediately. And they'll be listening to us. So we're excited about that. Next thing, Halloween is this Sunday. This Sunday from 3 to 7. Normally it's 1 to 8 during the week, but on weekends it's 3 to 7. This Sunday, remember last year we were one of the few towns that did it. We're doing it again as always this year. And the nice thing is the weatherman says right now, Tom Skilling's saying 56 degrees, no rain. Not like last Sunday, thank God. And remember, we put out in our newsletter, if you didn't get one, come by the Village Hall, we'll give you one. The signs are back. So if you come by, and if you want to give out candy to the young trick-or-treaters this year, or the old ones like myself, put up the green one, says trick-or-treaters welcome. If you don't want them, you don't feel comfortable, you have something going on, put up the red sign. Green to go, red stop. Pass by. And I'll tell you, as a trick-or-treater, my grandson and I covered twice as many homes last year. We don't waste time knocking on doors, no one's home, we don't want to give candy. So we love them. Trick-or-treaters love that. And yes, this will be my 61st year of trick-or-treating. I always wear a costume, Mr. Knickerbocker. I do it
Sure
right.
you do.
And remember the old saying, copying is the greatest form of flattery? Well, guess what Jewel put out last week in the Sunday paper? Yes, trick-or-treaters, no trick-or-treaters. I guess they got the idea from a community around here. So that's nice. Now, personally, I don't know why purple means yes and yellow means no. That's Jewel to answer that question. But it's nice to see someone's copying our ideas to help make trick-or-treating easier for everybody involved. So again, this year it's from 3 to 7. And by the way, if you notice, a new newsletter redesigned, much easier to read, more informative. Caroline and staff did a phenomenal job. It's very popular, this one too, because we got Nancy Zarnick on the front cover. So it went out well.
They all sold
And-
out.
Yep, all gone. Everything gone. But again, if you need a green or red sign, we have them here at the Village Hall for you. If you got your newsletter, check inside it. It's inside there. A couple of big announcements tonight. First off, the reason we ran a little bit late tonight, we had the privilege of honoring a gentleman that started with the village. His first meeting was truly 50 years ago this date, tonight, 50 years ago. Mr. Knickerbocker came and represented the village as village council for the very first time.
I was very young.
I wasn't born, so I didn't even know what was going on. I was, but I was just a little one. But yeah, 50 years ago, a young Mr. Knickerbocker, matter of fact, a very young Mr. Knickerbocker, right here, was our village attorney that night. So I'd like to read a plaque. He was designated on our Wall of Fame. And where is that, Mr. Knickerbocker? I had the words. Here we go. Bear with me a minute, because when you hear this, it is truly impressive. Think about it. 50 years at the same job. Now, I know the last 25 years he's called it heaven on earth, because the mayor he's had for the last 25 years, and I can see that. But 50 years is an impressive feat. So bear with me a second. With a brilliant legal mind, my tongue didn't fall off,
No, you're good.
a tremendous sense of humor, and uncanny ability to navigate challenging endeavors, George B. Knickerbocker has faithfully served the village of Elk Grove as village attorney for over half a century now. As a newly minted graduate of the University of Illinois Law School, George was first introduced as associate village attorney during the October 26, 1971 village board meeting. Was that at Landmeyer?
No, it's here.
It was already here then?
Yeah.
Okay. At the time, he worked for the law firm of Holford and Samuelson. As the village attorney, Ed Holford became a judge of the circuit court. The village officially designated George Knickerbocker as both the village attorney and prosecutor on December 5th, 1976. At that time, George had become partner in the law firm of Samuelson, Knickerbocker, and Surratt. On September 1st, 1977, George accepted the position of in-house counsel for the village, continued responsibility as village attorney and prosecutor on a full-time basis. In deep appreciation of his long tenure, the mayor and board of trustees designate October 26, 2021 as George B. Knickerbocker Day here in Elk Grove Village, concurrently with dedicating the plaque upstairs in the rotunda. Just give you an idea of George's accomplishments over this time. George has worked with 3 mayors, only one he liked, 23 village trustees, hasn't met any there yet, 3 village managers, but more importantly, 9 village clerks. Now remember, the village clerk works closest with the village attorney, doing ordinances, resolutions. And that's a lot of working with different people. I give you credit for that. It's not easy to do that. He authored 2,954 village ordinances, participated in 177 annexations of real estate, developed the legal framework of many creative land development projects such as Fox Run Golf Course in the 1970s to the Elk Grove Technology Park in the 2020s, as well as reestablishing the Grove Mall Shopping Center into the town center, and more importantly, twice explored construction of the Chicago Bears Stadium here in Elk Grove Village. Undertook the challenge of legal and regulatory efforts necessary to decommission wastewater treatment plant, construct the interchange at Beachfield and 290, and with Chuck Zedek worked to bring Lake Michigan water here to Elk Grove Village. He trained countless police officers, numerous inspectors of the building, engineering, health, and fire departments, fashioned countless zoning variations, rezoning, special use permits, plan and orderly development of the exceptional community, and finally, over 6 decades, George legally framed, codified, and reworked the municipal code, the zoning code, subdivision control ordinance, liquor license requirements, sign code, and many other ventures over the years. So tonight, on behalf of a grateful community, the Mayor and Board of Trustees of Elk Grove Village do hereby dedicate the plaque upstairs in the rotunda on his 50th anniversary, 26th of day of October, 2021. Georgie? And I know people all see, George and I, we have a lot of fun up here. Actually, we have a lot of fun everywhere we do things. He is my consigliere. And, you know, a lot of people say it's like Johnny Carson, Ed McMahon. You young people have no clue what I'm talking about. But as old people, remember that. But he is like my Ed McMahon. But as much as I give George grief sometimes and tease with him all this, he knows I could not be as successful a mayor as I am without him. And he knows I love him like a father. Or grandfather, or a great-grandfather, or a great-great-grandfather, somewhere along the lines. Okay, Georgie?
Yes,
Come
my
in.
son.
Good job. George, you want to say a few words?
No, I'm kind of worded out
Sure.
emotionally. No, I just want to thank Elk Grove for all the things. I mean, you know, as an employee, a paid employee, being with Elk Grove, it helped me raise my family, who I'm very proud of. I love my family, and I love the village. And then it's probably all I can say.
Good job, Georgie. Very good.
I want to thank the board too. I've been working with this board for all the times, and how good they are. They've never had, it's always the same board. People don't run against them. It's easy to work for them. They have let me be myself. They've treated me as a friend, and I consider them all friends. And so I would be remiss if I didn't get that in. It's just emotionally sometimes hard to get all your thoughts together. But board members, I want to thank all of you and my wife for my being behind me all the time as well. Thank you.
Good job. Okay, one last big announcement tonight. Tonight is with sadness, but actually excitement for his new adventures, that we're announcing that effective March 31st of next year, Ray Rummel will be retiring as village manager for Elk Grove Village. Ray has been manager 14 years? 15 years here at the village. He was appointed after Gary Perrin retired. And Ray's going to be retiring. I know him and Colleen plan on doing some traveling and some visiting family. Your daughter's out in Colorado, so a chance to go out there and see her and stuff. But Ray's done an absolute phenomenal job. Think of what we've gone through in these 14 years. The Great Recession, the technology park, a pandemic, all the different developments we've worked on. And Ray's been part of the village 34?
32 years.
32 years. He's been part of this village. Ray came here in 1989 from Lake Zurich, where he worked for a couple years, and worked his way up through the ranks. And he's done a phenomenal job. I've relied on his experience and expertise quite a bit over these years. And Ray's seen it all. Think what this village has gone through over those years. And there's times I say, hey, Ray, what about this? Well, we tried that once before, Craig. It didn't work out too well. Here's why it helps a lot. And, a manager is always the mayor's right-hand man. And Ray's done a phenomenal job for us. And the reason we have our success, it's easy for us to stand up here and take the bows, myself and the board, but it's the staff behind us that get the things done. We barely set policy. Ray's in charge of making sure it gets implemented and gets done right. And he's done an absolute phenomenal job. That's why all the time when people say, hey, the fire department did a great job and they have fire people come and thank us and all that, or the police department came through on theirs, or Public Works, 2 a.m, do that. That stuff doesn't happen without strong leadership. And the strong leadership is the village manager. Ray's the guy that's got to make sure it's done. And some of the cockamamie ideas we come up with, Bahamas Bowl and all this stuff, they got to make sure it works and comes through. It's not easy. And I guarantee when Ray's going through school, in government class, all this, no one teaches how to do a Bahamas Bowl or something like that, or sponsoring the Olympics. But they did a great job. Again, everyone does a great job, everyone that works for the village. But it takes strong leadership to get it done. And Ray, you've done that. So you've made my job easier. You've made my job more enjoyable. And more importantly, you made my job more of a success because of what you've done. So Ray, I thank you on behalf of the village for what you've done. Appreciate it. So, you want to say a couple quick words if you want to at this point?
Well, it's a very emotional evening tonight, with George. And in my own retirement announcement, I guess I would like to say we've got a fantastic team of leaders up here and elected officials, an incredible team of village employees and department heads, and I've got an amazing partner back home who has, been very supportive of me through these efforts. And I'm going to miss this fantastic team of people as I move forward, but it's getting to be time to focus on my family, my health, and my future. And looking forward to some greater times. I'll probably have a few more comments during the village manager's report, but thank you all very much.
Thank you. Now with Ray stepping down, that means we're going to have obviously a job opening. The board, the mayor and the board have a unique position in village government. How it works is the mayor will appoint, the board can confirm or deny his appointment. And the position the mayor can appoint is village attorney, village clerk, village fire chief, village police chief, and the village manager. And all parts are very important, but the manager is the figurehead, top man of the village, and he's got a lot of work. One thing I've done, and the board has pushed since we started working together as a team, I think about 25 years together as a team, is the first thing I tell any new department head I hire is your first job, and I start off this with, where's Schmitty, the chief, Trustee Schmidt. I told him, your first job is train your replacement. I feel very strongly, if at all possible, it doesn't always work that way, but if at all possible, I want to work and hire from within. I want someone, they come, like George straight out of law school, or Ray pretty much straight out of school, starting to not lowest, but beginning positions. I don't want to say lowest, sounds bad. Beginning positions that they know that someday, if they work their tail off and do a good job for this community, represent it well, they can get the top spot. I want every employee always have that goal available for them. They may not take it, but they got that goal available. And most time it works out well. And so that's why tonight I'm going to be asking for the board's concurrence to nominate Ray's replacement, a gentleman you've seen around this village for 21 years. Again, someone that came here straight out of school. He worked as an intern. He worked in the management department, worked in the finance department, worked all around, worked his way up for the past almost 15 years as deputy manager, and we're going to nominate Matt Roan to be the next village manager. And again, Matt's done a phenomenal job. Ray's been working with them without us fully realizing to kind of start growing him more and more over the past few years. And I know he's really working hard this time. I know Matt's doing a lot in this year's budget coming up. So Matt is, I feel, more than ready to step in that leadership role. He's respected. He's worked with other government entities, he's worked with other communities, and he's done a lot of good things. Matter of fact, all those data centers you see popping up in Elk Grove, he's been the point person on every one of those. And that's not easy to do. So he's done a great job with it. So with the board's concurrence tonight, I'd like to nominate Matt Roan to be the next village manager effective April 1st, 2022. Can I have a motion?
So moved. Second.
We have a motion by trustee Frankie, second by trustee Zarnik. All in favor? Well, Jen, why don't you call the roll?
Trustee Feichter,
Yes.
Trustee Frankie,
Aye.
Trustee Listener,
Aye.
Trustee Prochnow,
Aye.
Trustee Schmidt,
Aye.
Trustee Zarnik.
Absolutely.
Okay, so the motion to nominate and make Matt the next village manager effective April 1st, 2022 passes 6-0. Over the next 6 months, Ray's going to work even more harder with Matt to get him prepared for this. And don't be surprised you see Ray around a little bit because questions always pop up, as Ray found out after he became manager. Gary Parent found out when he became manager after Willis left. So I know Ray's not going anywhere. He'll always be there for Matt if he's got some ears and shoulders to bounce off and lean on if he has to. So Matt, congratulations. We're excited. Matt lives here in Elk Grove with his wife, 2 children. Your daughter's in what grade? 4th grade, and your son's in first? 2nd grade. So he's got a 4th grader, a 2nd grader. They've been here for years. The roots in Elk Grove, and we're excited about that. So, Matt, congratulations. Look forward to working. As far as the other positions go further down, obviously, he's been moving. Future manager Roan will be responsible for filling those positions, and we look forward to that. So, I told you we had a lot of announcements tonight. And with that being complete, we have some awards to give out. Matter of fact, it will be Trustee Zarnik's last time giving these awards out. So keep your emotions in check. And you want to go on down?
I'm forward.
Again, if you want to wear a mask when you come down, you're welcome to do so. That's your desire. If you need one, we'll give you one happily. Georgie, World Series on tonight. Who are you picking?
Apparently Houston, I'm not favorite, I don't like that pick, but probably Houston.
I'll pick the Braves. Lunch.
Got it?
Deal?
Yep.
Okay. So,
Deal pretty much.
Trustee Zarnik, so why don't you explain a little bit about the parade?
Well, we had our parade, of course, you know, the hometown parade, and the theme was my favorite things. That was September 18th. So our floats that join us on that day are subject to judging as to the different categories. And it really, you know, with last year's pandemic, we had to postpone the parade, but we kept the theme the same, so those that might have been prepared for a float, at least they could keep thinking about using the equipment they had or whatever they wanted to do. And we had a whole host of different ideas, and it worked out really well. This year, we have our,
You've got your glasses.
I know, but I don't want to use them.
Jeez.
You want me to use them?
Yeah, you can. No, the most creative award went to the Elk Grove Village Public Library. And if you noticed, if you saw it that day, they had a wonderful float with all sorts of people on it with different faces and so forth. It really brought in all the variables that we have in the village. So if the Elk Grove Library is here tonight,
Thank you so much for this award. We always look forward to participating in the parade, and I want to thank our creative staff who came up with the concept and worked. We always look forward to this. And the parade committee, who are here today, are represented by Josh Fulkerson, Rick Avalos, and Jennifer Snyder. Donna McCarthy is also on our team. She's the one who came up with the idea for the float. These are our favorite things. Well, our favorites are our patrons, the people that we serve. And so these are pictures of our patrons, and they're holding up pictures of their favorite things about the library, like DVDs and books and story time and that kind of thing. So it was fun to get pictures of our patrons and then to make these life-size cutouts of them on the float. year was really exciting because we had to wait we had to wait 2 years to get to it. So it was really wonderful to be able to participate and to celebrate the Elk Grove Village and the wonderful people who live there. So thank you.
Thank you. Hang on, I'll give you some chocolates, and we'll get our picture together. Come on down, we'll come on down here. We'll get them all out. So nice job, thank you for all the work you did. And I'm glad you didn't bring that one trustee with you tonight. Appreciate it. There you go, one, come and step up forward here. Get a picture. Give him a hand again. Nice job.
Our next award is the Best Theme Award, and that went to Cub Scout Pack 190. And again, scouting, important to all of us, important to these young men and women who are able to, grow up and take part of it and really develop and really help Elk Grove. Cub Scout 190, please.
Come on down. Now, is 190 still part of Salt Creek? Chris. Okay. Weren't they one time part of? Okay. Yeah, because I was a Cub Master back in 1991 when my kids were Cub Scouts there. So a long time ago. Well, who wants to speak on behalf of the Scouts? You? Okay. By all means, step up. Don't worry, guys. We got your chocolate. You're covered.
Thank you so much. I'd like to just say on behalf of PAC 190, thank you for this award. Our kids work really hard every year to do this. They enjoy this experience. This year we showcased our favorite things, of course, which are camping, fishing, hiking, biking, all the things that we do as a pack. We also had some help from the Boy Scouts, Troop 95, who usually are Cub Scouts crossover into their troop. And we worked together on it, so we had a great time doing it. We look forward to this every year. Our kids love it, and thank you so much for the honor.
Chocolates there. We'll go down and get a picture here. There you go, buddy. Nice job. Come here, guys. There you go, buddy. Thank you. You're welcome. See, I tell you about Scouts. Everyone says thank you. That's very nice. There you go, buddy. No, we take care of everyone. Oh, hey, good. Try to get in there. Stand right there, good. Yeah, stand right there, good. Get his head there, got him? Perfect. Oh, is that the paparazzi? Congratulations. Good job.
Yeah, this is gonna be a lot.
Good job. Good job. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Good, you too.
And our Spirit Award goes to the Elk Grove Village Italian Sister Cities program. Their float contained so many things to bring both our village and Termini Mercy together. The camaraderie, the food, the song. We really appreciate that enthusiasm that our sister city showed in this wonderful float. Congratulations.
I think you got all Termini here.
I think so. Oh, no, if you remember the float, they had a lot more people on it. Are you gonna be saying a few words? Okay.
Go ahead.
First, congratulations to the other recipients. Second, thank you to the mayor and the board for this opportunity to receive this award, and also to trustee Nancy Zarnik for encouraging our participation in the parade. She's also a Sister City member and has been for a very long time. The Sister Cities, the Elk Grove Village Italian Sister Cities program has done many beautiful things in the village with our sister cities in Termini and Medezza, Sicily. Since 2000, specifically the student exchange that we share with the with Elk Grove High School and the high school in Termini and Medezza, along with many different tourism trips and different exchanges that we've had with the with government bodies as well. So it's something that we very much thank the village for. It's been 20 years, over 20 years, and so we were really appreciative of participating in this year's parade. And like Nancy said, we did enjoy it. It was fun. And obviously we have some of the crew here, but I also wanted to introduce Tony Ocean, who was probably also the main reason why we won the Spirit Parade, or the Spirit Award, because he was, he's amazing. He's a Elk Grove Village resident as well, and I'll introduce Tony Ocean to you.
Thank you, Phil. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Elk Grove Village Italian Sisters Organization, I thank the Village Board and Parade Committee for the generous Spirit Award and recognition. We are very honored to have participated in this year's parade and look forward to future parades in the years to come. It truly means a lot to myself and our friends and my family who live in Elk Grove. Me and my lovely wife, Laura, and my 5 kids. Sister Cities organizations have been part of the event and happy to be part of this exceptional community. Thank you, Elk Grove, very much. God bless.
And everyone give you these, step down, we'll get a big group picture here. There you go. There you go. Thank you. Here, Rod, even you, buddy. Here, Cindy, no, everyone. Take care of you. There you go. You want the trick or treat as much now. Here you go.
Hi, Ron.
Of course. We always have plenty. Very good. Oh, here, Tony.
Good. Block us out.
I got, okay. Very good.
I think we got a lens wide enough. Give me a good side, Schmidt.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Thanks for support. What'd you do, Chris? Photobomb? She got up there in the picture. Photobomb. Yeah, she always does.
Thank you very much, Mayor.
Did she?
46 beats a minute.
Nancy, you want to say anything about the parade?
I was just going
Get to the back. No, I'll be okay. We'll eventually come down.
So now, next year, we haven't thought of a theme, of course, not yet, but looking forward, somebody else will be looking forward to the 2022 parade. And again, I really want to thank the committee, our parade committee, which could not have done it these last 20-some years. And many of the parade committee have been with me almost from the start. Got a good group, and we're going to keep it that way. Thank you.
Yeah, one way out of.
Georgie, I'll give you one. Nancy, I'll
Oh,
give
my
you one.
goodness.
There you go.
This is our first.
Folks, if you want to go ahead, if you folks want to go, wait a minute, hang on. Which is a couple, what's this?
Oh, I just wanted to know, Rich Michaels, the girls are.
Oh, Rich, I didn't see that. Your daughters are here tonight. Ladies, stand up, stand up. Chief Michael's daughters are back there. Ladies, stand up. You'll be on TV, a billion people watching you. Wave to him. That's Chief Michael's daughter. Give him a hand. Okay, bear with me. Aha, Lance is winning 3-0. Aha.
It's not like
And
you to rub
lunch,
it in.
lunch is at Gibson's, you know. So that's why I normally eat lunch all the time. Okay, folks, if you want to get going now, you're more than welcome to leave now. I know it's getting late, especially students in school. If you want to stick around, you're welcome to stick around. Love to have you here. With that said, we move on. Trustees report. Trustee Jeffrey Charles. Oh, let's wait a second. We'll give a second.
That's okay. There's some out there all getting out of here.
Salad, I'll get a steak. You like salads at work.
We did that. Jesus.
It's like you wanted to order a chicken sandwich at Chicago Prime. So
Okay. Now, Trustee Jeffrey Charles Frankie.
You're gonna miss what I have to say.
No, they can hear it out there. I didn't turn the sound off.
Okay.
Lights will be.
No report.
Trustee Fighter.
Yes, a couple of important announcements. One, the Marine Corps Toys for Tots program is coming up again this year, and we need Elk Grove to come through like they have every year in the past. Last year, we were afraid that it would be, one where we wouldn't do very well in terms of getting toys in for kids because of the pandemic, but we were wrong. Everybody really came through. The Community Character Coalition is the one sponsoring this in Elk Grove Village, and we work with the Marine Corps Reserve on this. They pick up all the toys here and everywhere else and get them to needy kids for Christmas. This is a really good thing that we do. And Elk Grove always comes through with just loads of gifts. And remember, they're not supposed to have wrapping on them. New toys, not wrapped. It's going to run from November 1st to December 6th. It ends December 6th. That is the end of it. So that's when you need to get your toys turned in for the kids. Then they will be picked up by the Marine Corps Reserve and taken and gotten out to kids for Christmas. It's a wonderful thing. Also, where do you drop off these toys? Well, some places, I think we've done it over the years. At the Pavilion for one, Elk Grove Village Hall. We always get a lot in here at Elk Grove Village Hall. At the Elk Grove Public Library, we collect there. They're big bins. They're going to be posters up. You can't miss it. And this year, District 59 Administrative Office on Leicester, they are collecting. Elk Grove Township Office, they are collecting on Landmeyer. And the Enclave Learning and Earning Center at 75 Turner, they are collecting. So let's hope that there's a huge turnout for this. It's a really nice thing. I also wanted to point out something about one of our fine dentists in Elk Grove Village. Brian Holman, as I think many of you know that have listened to our meetings and know about this, he's a dentist in Elk Grove, and he each year for the last 3 years, he's been one to put on this special event where he, along with 2 other dentists and his staff, do this event where they give free dental care. Well, Brian Holman, for that and for many, many other things he does, was recognized recently at the American Dental Association with their 10 and 10 award. The 10 and 10 award is for the 10 best dentists in the United States of America that have 10 years or less experience. So young dentists, that are among the 10 best in the country. It's really quite an honor. Brian just got this. He knew about it for quite a while, but they just at the Dental Association gave this award. So I wanted to recognize him for that special deal. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Trustee Factor. Trustee Zarnik.
No report.
Trustee Listener.
No report.
Trustee Prochnow.
Thank you. Just a short report. First, before I forget, I'd like to wish a little belated, a couple day happy birthday to Trustee Zarnik, a very special birthday to a very special person.
Thank you.
And then on Saturday, October 16th, I was asked to be the Grand Marshal of the Children's Halloween Costume Parade at the last Summer Farmers Market. We had a great turnout. We gave out over 70 trophies. And that concluded our summer's market. It was a very successful year. We only got badly rained on, I think, about one weekend out of the whole season. Otherwise, the weather had been pretty good for the farmers market. We do have the winter market starting on Saturday, November 6th at Christus Victor Church. It'll be the first and third Saturdays of every month through the month of May. So I encourage everyone to continue doing their shopping at the farmers market at Christus Victor. And then on Monday, October 18th, I met with Cub Scout Pack 495, who represent Lincoln Stevenson School. The Arrow of Light Den was represented by 3 fifth grade young ladies working to complete a badge. Boy Scouts of America is now Scouts of America. The girls asked some very good questions about our community, and they did a great job. Congratulations, girls, and thank you for joining me. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Trustees Prochnow. Trustee Schmidt.
Just one short thing that you mentioned the winter farmers market. Winter is coming, so it's time, I guess, to break out the car brushes, the snow brushes, get them in your cars and get your vehicles prepared for the winter's driving season. And just be careful out there at that first snowfall, because as the chief knows, and I know from experience, that first snowball plays havoc. People don't adjust their driving habits to the snow, so just be aware of it. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. Move on now to accounts payable warrant for October 26, 2021.
I'd move we accept the accounts payable warrant for October 26, 2021 in the amount of $446,628.78.
Second. We have a motion by Trustee Zarnik, second by Trustee Listener. Jen, will you please call the roll?
Trustee Frankie?
Aye.
Trustee Listener?
Aye.
Trustee Prochnow?
Aye.
Trustee Schmidt?
Aye.
Trustee Zarnik?
Aye.
Trustee Feichter?
Yes.
Motion passes 6-0. Move on to consent agenda. Tonight we have consent agenda items A as in almost through K as in Knickerbocker.
Almost Knickerbocker?
Almost Knickerbocker. Not quite, but almost. I need a motion.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion by Trustee Frankie, second by Trustee Lister. Any questions or comments from any staff members or board members? Anybody in the audience want to talk to us about the consent agenda? Okay, hearing none, seeing none, and without objection, we will record the vote as previously demonstrated, 6-0. There's no items on the regular agenda. Anything for Plan Commission or Zoning Board, Mr. Rummel?
I don't believe there's any items this evening for the Plan Commission or Zoning Board, but I do want to ask real quick, the Assistant Village Manager with the River Point property, that doesn't require any action this evening? Okay, thank you. Just wanted to confirm.
Okay. Thank you. Move on now. Youth Committee, Trustee Frankie.
No report.
Business Leaders Forum, Trustee Listener.
Thank you, Mayor. The 50th Masterclass at Enclave was on Wednesday, October 20th. The special speaker that evening was our own Fire Chief, Rich Michael. Rich discussed how firefighting took place in the past, present, and future. And I'm pleased to report that Elk Grove TV recorded the presentation, and it will premiere on November 3rd at 7 p.m. And I look forward to seeing it again. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Mr. Listener. 5-0 Braves, Mr. Knickerbocker.
Thank you.
Get those stakes ready. Move on now to Cable Television Committee, Trustee Listener.
Thank you again, Mayor. This one was very interesting. In our November 16th S&I, Channel G4 was mentioned, that it was being added to the Digital Starter Entertainment Genre Pack. It to be available for HD service and IP-capable equipment is required to view the G4 channel. I was curious what this channel was about and asked some questions to our village manager. And apparently, this channel will focus on gaming and pop culture and have some special live programming from time to time. The channel will be on number 1413. And again, that'll be November 16th, which is, I think, the date of our next meeting, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So I thought I'd mention it tonight. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. Move on now to Health and Community Services, Trustee Zarnik.
Thank you. The Red Cross has been in an emergency plea for donors and just announced a critical plea to the media as well. So here's your chance to help. The next blood drive will be Saturday, November 13th, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. in the lower level of the Charles J. Zedek Municipal Building. So please come and donate. Thank you.
We move on now to the Information Committee, Trustee Listener.
Thank you. A Neighborhood Watch newsletter was issued by Officer Merrick on October 20th. The issue had information on safe Halloween, tips on how to prevent package theft, which is, I don't know about your neighborhood, but my neighborhood, we got UPS trucks and FedEx trucks and Amazon trucks
All the time.
around the clock. So it was an interesting article he put together. Also, you mentioned the Drug Take-Back Day, Mr. Mayor, that took place this last Saturday, but I wanted to remind everyone that prescription drugs can be dropped off any day at the drop-off box in the police department lobby. And if you would like to be part of the Neighborhood Watch group, contact the police department at 847-357-4151 or send an email to crimeprevention@elkgrove.org. That concludes my report.
Thank you. And next is the committee we've all been waiting on bated breath on the edge of our seats for, Recycling Waste Committee. Trustee Feichter.
Well, I think our mayor already gave the report during his presentation about the recycling and waste work that's going on. This week is the key week for that in Elk Grove. On your garbage days, regular garbage days, put out your garbage and recyclables to be picked up and leave the containers out. They will be picked up. And at the same time, Root is going around putting out the new containers. I have already seen them in front of some people's homes, so they are getting done. They have to get to the whole village, and they will. So just don't forget that. I'm afraid there's going to be some people that don't listen to these things and take and put their containers back in their garage or the side of their house, and they need to leave them out so they are picked up. That's real important. And that concludes.
I have a question.
Yes.
Oh.
Well, yeah. Believe it or not. What if people are gone this week, or they do bring it back in, and then what happens? Do they have to call Waste Management to get them picked up? What if they
get
don't?
shot.
Well, besides that, probably
I don't know, it's a good
shunned
point.
from the village, but is.
Maggie, what happens? Do
is
they
there a
come back out,
contingency?
out again?
I would suggest that they could call the village, or call Waste Management, whichever they prefer, and we will help figure it out. We've had questions from people who are out, and our primary recommendation is that they ask a neighbor to assist them.
But if
they
somebody
forgot,
forgets, yeah.
Give us a call, or give Waste Management a call, if one of the two of us is happy to help them figure it out.
Because Waste Management wants those back, because those cost money. So, doing
Well,
it.
I know there's some places where some people, there was one person in the house and they got put into a retirement home. They probably have their garbage can in their garage and nobody's thinking of it. That's why.
I know one of those too.
They can call the village manager's office.
Okay. Perfect.
Now, Maggie, you may not know this, but if you can check, Helen heard that, senior said at the senior center today that when they came by to pick up his garbage can, his waste hauling one, the guy put his knee on the garbage can and took the metal, you got that one metal pole that goes across in front? He took that pole out and tossed it in the garbage can, the waste management guy, and then put the garbage can up in the thing. Why would they take that metal pole out? That's just a pure curiosity question. So if you do talk to Waste Management again, or if they will still talk to us, if you could ask them, I'm just curious why they, Wait a minute.
We
The chief-
stopped one of their cars to ask them that. and
Did you?
It was because they stacked them all in the trailer. So if they all had lids, they would fold over. So if they take the lids off, they can stack all the garbage.
Yeah, but
cans.
what about
Maybe
that metal
stuck with a
pole
bar
that goes
on the
across the
bottom.
front?
I guess
One
because
at
when
the
it,
bottom?
when it goes in,
It
they're
slides.
stacking,
Oh.
it prevents that, so.
Wow, look at that.
See, our police
That
department
is
pulled
that
somebody over to ask
impressive.
them that.
So you arrested a guy just to ask him that question? You didn't tase him, did you?
We're just.
Curious, I was being done that way.
You did it? You pulled him?
I didn't.
I gotta tell you, they have to be tired and strong. I was walking the dog today and watching them come by and pick cans up. They're standing on a flatbed and they're not even getting off. They're reaching down and just
Yeah.
pulling the cans
And they're
up
heavy.
physically with one arm, pulling up and doing it.
So, well, Chief, thank you. So Maggie, you're off the hook. We protect you. Thank you, Chief.
Protect and serve.
He's Mr. Know It. Remember that old show, Mr. Know It?
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, parade committee, trustee Zarnik.
The hometown parade, as I said before, was September 18th, but, and there's more. You can watch it again on Channel 6. Just check your local listing for the time. And I mentioned our float parade, certificates or plaques were given out earlier. The next parade meeting planning the 2022 parade will be Monday, January 10th, 2022, 5:30 p.m., room E of the Zedek Municipal Building. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, trustee Zarnik. What date was that meeting, Mr. Knickerbocker?
January 22, 20th?
10th?
10th, whatever. I mean, 10th, 2022.
Yes.
What?
Close enough.
I don't know who's gonna take it back.
Okay, we move on to personnel committee, trustee Jeffrey Charles Frankie.
No report?
Judiciary planning committee, trustee Prochnow.
No report.
Capital improvements committee, trustee Zarnik.
Thank you. Construction finished up on the sidewalk and curb rehabilitation. Crews will be doing restoration work by completing backfilling and sod placement. And the contractors will begin milling the Higgins Road, Bussey Road, and Oakton Street intersection daily after 6 p.m. Crews are anticipated to begin surface placement beginning the week of November 8th. So please avoid the area if possible, as delays are expected. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. Airport update, we have a meeting on Thursday, talk about the Fly Quiet program. Our hope is they get this wrapped up by the first quarter of next year, then goes the FAA. They would have to do analysis, come back with a final recommendation. Midsummer Concert Classic Series. It is all our anticipation and goal to be able to announce it at our November meeting. So we'll let you know what's going on with that. Special Events Committee, we talked about the tree lighting ceremony come up on November 26th. Liquor Commission, no report. Report from our beloved village manager, Mr. Romo.
Beloved village manager, thank you. I'm not sure I've ever heard that.
Soon he's gonna just be a voter, so I gotta really be nice to him.
Exactly. Wow, with the announcement earlier this evening, I do have a few prepared comments, if you don't mind. I would like to say it's been my tremendous honor and warmest privilege to have served as the Elk Grove village manager. I've been with this community for over 32 years. Chuck Zedek was the mayor when I first started, and Chuck Willis was the village manager, and those two people served as fantastic mentors for me. And the last 15 years, I've been the village manager here in Elk Grove, and it's been absolutely fabulous to be only the fourth village manager in Elk Grove's storied history. With the announcement, May 31st, 2022 is my retirement date. That's not uncommon in Elk Grove, that we give 4 and 5, 6 months to allow for a smooth transition of leadership in the community. And I really think it's going to be seamless with my 5 months here going forward. And, I'm glad that we could all work together and do that. But I can say it's been an amazing public service career in an exceptional community. I'm especially grateful to the many people who've worked tirelessly as a 24/7 operation to deliver our critical village services to our residents and businesses. It's truly amazing. There are so many people in this community who've worked tirelessly, who've had tremendous vision, who've had deep passion, and a true volunteer spirit, something you don't see in very many towns. And all these people work together to make Elk Grove Village a very special, uplifting community. I consider myself very lucky to have been part of such an amazing family and such an amazing team. Thank you all. I have, deep gratitude for the mayor and board of trustees. Thank you, Craig. Thank you all. All but Jeff Frankie and Steve Schmidt, all of you are here and appointed me so many years ago to be the village manager, and I'm grateful for that trust and appreciation. And Steve, we've worked together for so many years. It's absolutely amazing. You're an incredible police chief, and I really enjoy working for you now as you turn the tables. And the same thing, Jeff. You've been a fabulous trustee, and it's been awesome working for you as well. And Mayor Johnson, all the Thursday afternoons have been truly wonderful. Thank you for all you've done for me over the course of my career here in Elk Grove and as village manager. I truly appreciate it. I also want to say thank you to Deputy Village Manager Matthew Rowan and Assistant Village Manager Maggie Jablonski. You do a fabulous job each and every day and make my life so much easier. I'd like to remember some people from the past. The former village manager Chuck Willis and Gary Perrin. They were both fantastic mentors. Chuck's no longer with us here, but he was a 25-year village manager with Elk Grove, one of the longest-serving village managers in the state of Illinois, and he gave me so much advice and counsel during the 3 years I spent with him that I look back on that frequently, and I do appreciate that advice. And the same with Gary Perrin. So, Gary, if you're back from Florida, thank you as well. I really appreciate it. I'd also like to thank all of our current and past department heads who've worked here. You all do a fantastic job serving our amazing community and really couldn't do it without you. And of course, there's all of our employees and friends. I consider our employees friends. They've just done a fantastic job making Elk Grove Village an exceptional community and a beyond business friendly community. Thank you all so very much. Where else, would you want to be? Wallet Hub just named Elk Grove Village one of the best small cities in America. Where can you work with the Illinois Fire Chief of the Year and a 4-star police chief and a plane to bring the President of the United States to see a data center, a Microsoft data center right here in Elk Grove Village? I mean, it's truly amazing, and that was just the past month. The job has a lot of challenges, and it's truly a 24/7 job, and I really couldn't have done it without the support of my wife and children, my wife Colleen and my daughter Bridget and my son Ray. A lot of middle-of-the-night phone calls, you have no idea. A lot of weekends and holidays spent doing work when you'd rather be with your family and potentially doing other things. And we talked as a family, it really is a partnership. It wasn't just Ray Rummel, village manager. It was the Rummel family supporting the village manager and trying to support Elk Grove Village and our 24/7 operation. The good news I have for everyone is I'll be here for another 5 months, so it's not really my goodbye yet. It's going to feel a little different during the transition. I know, having gone through it once myself, Matt Rowan's probably in for a lot of work, and it's going to be a real challenge as you come up to speed, but we're going to get you through it, Matt. Don't worry. And together we'll continue our legacy of delivering exceptional value and strong public service. In closing, Mayor and Board, I do want you to know that I think you did a fantastic job with the appointment of Matt Rowan as your next village manager, only the 5th village manager of Elk Grove. I think we'll look forward to his leadership tenure here for the next 15 years. He's positioned Elk Grove Village to be truly a leader and on the cutting edge of technology and our redevelopment efforts. And Elk Grove Village is going to be in absolutely wonderful hands with him as your next village manager. I'd also like to say Elk Grove Village is in great shape. I mean, financially and redevelopment-wise and otherwise. It's an amazing community. And like Michael Jordan said, it feels great to go out on top. And I appreciate that. Nancy, you and I pretty much started here exactly the same time together, a couple of days apart. And it's sad to see you go as well, but it's been great having you for the last 32 years as a a friend of mine, and thank you for getting me that mortgage when I moved into town here from Chase Bank 32 years ago. I appreciated your efforts. Not sure I ever said thank you, but thank you. It's a long time coming. And finally, of course, you guys will be seeing me around. I still live here in Elk Grove. If you see me on the yard, feel free to say hi. I think I'll have a lot more time on my hands, and we can kibitz a lot more. But with that, thank you all so very much. It's been my honor and privilege to have been the village manager of Elk Grove, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to have done so. So again, thank you. I'm not sure that was deserved. Thank you as well.
There you go. Nancy shared.
All right.
You know, she just took one of
Waited 32
Nancy's.
years.
No one else can leave tonight because I got no more chocolate, so we're good. Thank you for everything, Ray.
Thank you, Mayor.
I know I've been a pain in the ass a lot of times, and I'm the one that calls them sometimes late at night and early mornings and weekends, and, you know, so I appreciate all you've done. You've done a great job.
We
Thank
kind
you.
of knew it was you.
Huh?
We kind of knew it was you.
Now, wait till Jen's speech. Report from village clerk.
No report.
Yeah, I agree.
We move on to unfinished business, Mr. Knickerbocker?
Nothing this time.
Yeah, usually nothing under them. New business items, trustees? Public comment period. Anybody from the public wish to address us tonight? Jane, you're still set for December 18th? We are, yes. See, I got it in my head already. We're set. So, looking forward to it. Helen, thank you again for today. Yeah, yeah, nice turnout. I hope I didn't go too long, because I know. Is it okay?
Oh.
You made a joke.
Hey, those stars can come off too, you know. It wouldn't look good to have a one-star police chief running around here. Okay, with that said, now remember, we meet only once in November, once in December, November 16th, and then December 14th. So get ready for the holidays coming up. So I need a motion, and Mr. Rob, we gave you enough stories to last for a month. I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
A motion by trustee Feichter, a second by trustee Zarnik. Jen, call the roll, please.
Trustee Prochnow?
Aye.
Trustee Schmidt?
Aye.
Trustee Zarnik?
Aye.
Trustee Feichter?
Yes.
Trustee Frankie?
Aye.
Trustee Listener?
Aye.
Motion adjourned, passes, folks, 6-0, folks. Have a good evening, meeting adjourned.